Hello guys, welcome back to this video. It is your best channel for your best analysis, and in today's video I have some few pairs. In fact, today I'm having more pairs to analyze for you guys. I have some few updates, especially on NAS 100. We are very bullish currently. So on NAS 100, I told you guys that I'll be expecting some buying momentum once price fills in these fair value gaps that were left behind down here. And I was expecting price to fill in this fair value gap down here. There is this fair value gap, but price did not come into that fair value gap down here. So instead, price filled this fair value gap and grabbed all these liquidities down here. There is a pullback here and this pullback here. So price swept out these liquidities, tapped into this fair value gap. We have the fair value gap there from this candle, and from the first candle and the third candle, we have that fair value gap. Price tapped into that area and we had the move to the upside. So we had a very good change of character, and then price in the lower time frame, price has had a very good pullback inside here. But as for me, I did not get a very good entry to support my trend to the upside. But we had a very good change of character. We had this as our strong high. Price went down. I told you guys, as from our last video, I told you guys that I expect this low to be taken out. So price took out that low, formed a very good break of structure, and then tapped into that fair value gap, and we have this kind of reaction to the upside. So for those who choose to take their trades from a 50% level, but as for me, I did not take that trade from the 50% level because the stop loss is too big. So I was waiting for price down here at this order block. So let me delete this. So I was waiting for my entries to be triggered at this order block down here, and I missed that trade with very few pips. You can see clearly. So I was remaining with very few pips for my trades to be triggered. So I had this good change of character, and once price could have tapped into this area, let's say maybe if I have that good confirmation, for example, you can see this kind of candle here. It is a very good confirmation that price is willing to push to the upside. So as for me, I was waiting to see price coming into this area before I have my entries, and still I hope that price will be having that momentum to come into this area. So I'm watching out for this area on NAS 100, and currently right now up here we already have an internal break of structure to the upside. So I won't even ignore. Won't also ignore that we also have this break of structure to the upside. So let me mark it that so that we cannot confuse ourselves. So this is a break of structure to the upside, although this is not the kind of break of structure that I want to see. But I can't ignore that because the market is currently bullish to the upside. So I want to see what will be happening on this demand level before I make any uh, before I try to anticipate the price coming into this low. So I want to see what price will do once the price comes into this area. If we have our confirmation from this area, we'll continue buying to the upside, because if price will come into this area, probably there is a high probability that the price will continue going up to clear the external liquidity. So let me zoom out. So I expect price to be go up and clear this external liquidity. So let us watch out for what the price will be doing at that time. So the price reacted from this order block here. That is why I want to see what the price will do once it comes into this area. So we will watch out to see if we have a confirmation, and then we take our buys to break this supply zone up here. But if this supply zone is very strong, it will be pushing price to come and retest this area because we had a change of character and there is a point of interest, our demand level that was not mitigated. So I anticipate that if this low is being taken out and if we get more selling of pressure to the downside, the price will be coming down here, and then I will take my buys to the upside from this area. I'll try and as much as possible to look for very good confirmation to take my trade to the upside. So my view on NAS 100, I want to look for buys, and I want you guys to be looking for buys, and always learn to use confirmations because you cannot have your entries in the market blindly. So uh, if we have a change of character here, we buy to the upside from this area. But if this area is going to be violated, we'll be looking for price to come into this area down here. So as for now, let's focus on what the market will be doing at that point. So if we have the confirmation, we take our buys, and then our full take profit will be on the external liquidity because the market is heading towards that direction. So let me delete this. So that is my view on NAS 100. Stay updated, and let's watch out to see what the market will be doing. So that is my view on NAS 100. And don't forget also, down here we have some imbalance. So price will be very attracted to come into these areas. So we also have this fair value gap, a very good imbalance. And the price can even come down into this imbalance. Take out all these liquidities. You can see there is a liquidity being built around that area. There is this liquidity. This is liquidity down there. So be very, very careful. Price can take out even this low and then come into this fair value gap, and then we see our reaction to the upside. So this is another level, another point of interest that you guys should be very keen on. So in case of any update, I'll be updating you on my next video. So stay updated on that also. So that is my NAS 100 analysis. Also have a USDJPY, a quick one. On USDJPY, from the weekly time frame, I told you guys that USDJPY is currently reacting from a weekly supply uh, zone. So this is the area that USDJPY is reacting from currently right now. So you can see that USDJPY has been struggling through this area. You can see the reaction from that area to the downside, and currently right now, we already see some sellers coming in after price tapped into that level. So I want to use that bias, and I told you guys from the last video, I'm trying as much as possible to look for sales when price was around this area. And if you got those sales from my buyers, I think you made some good pips from this movement. So currently, right now, because we were in a very good uptrend in the daily time frame, I would like to see what the price will be doing at around this area. We have a very good demand level. We have this demand level down here, a very good order block from the daily time frame. So I will like to see what the price will do when the price comes into this area. I want to see if I have that change of character, and then I'll take my buys to the upside, because if we have a very good change of character from this area, it means this demand level is very strong also, because this demand level is the demand level that caused this break of structure to the upside here. So this is the break of structure to the upside. So let me delete this. So we already have our break of structure to the upside. I want to see what the price will do at this level. And then if we have that good confirmation, we take our buys to the upside. But with the kind of this selling momentum, be very, very careful on what the price will be doing around this area. So that is my view on USDJPY. Let's stay updated, and then if we have that good entry from that area, a good confirmation, we take our buys from that area, and then we target. I will be targeting this order block. There is this order block where we had this selling pressure. So the selling activity was done around that area. So I'll be waiting to see what the price will do inside here. And then if I have the confirmation, we take our buys to this supply zone up here. So my view on USDJPY currently right now, let's just wait to see what the price will be doing. But with this kind of selling momentum to the downside, I anticipate that the price will be breaking this low, but let's wait to confirm because the price does what the market always does what it wants to do. So my view on USDJPY, let's wait for this area, and then if we have the confirmation, we take our buys to the upside. So I also have BTCUSD. So on BTCUSD, coming from the weekly time frame, uh, we are very bullish to the upside, and it is a very clear structure to the upside. So we made our higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we came down here to make our higher low, and then now we expect the price to push up to clear the external liquidity to the upside. So currently right now, when the price came into this area, remember that the price has already filled this fair value gap and tapped into this supply level. And if I come into the daily time frame, I want to see the confirmation around this area and then to support my buys to the upside. So the price came really well into these areas. And from the daily time frame, I don't see any good order block to mark. But what I can mark is the last order flow that the market formed around this area before moving to the upside. So the last order flow is from this high. So when I say the last order flow, I mean the last selling activity to the downside before the market bought to the upside. So that is my high from that point, and then this low. That is the last order flow. So the market has already come into this area, and we want to see the confirmation before we take our buys to the upside. And currently, right now, the market is showing that confirmation in the lower time frame. So coming into the lower time frame, I was waiting for this high to be taken out to confirm my change of character. When the price came into this supply level, it reacted a little bit and then went up to clear it. So it means this supply level was very strong to stop price, but later on the price took out that supply level. So it means we already have our change of character to the upside. So that was my change of character. Once the price cleared that high, that was my change of character. And some time back, I told you guys that I'll be looking to to look for my buys from this area, and that is exactly what the price did. The price came into that area, and we had the buys to the upside. So we already have our break of structure. After this pullback, the price went up again to break another structure to the upside. So we already have our break of structure to the upside at that point. We already have our break of structure to the upside. And right now, the price has already come down to take the major inducement because this movement to the upside cleared this external liquidity, and then we had this pullback. So uh, the first pullback after the price cleared this external liquidity, this pullback is always going to be used as an inducement, and that is exactly what the price has done. This low has been taken out, and then if I come into the daily time frame, the price tapped into this the demand level down here. We have this order block. The price has come into that area, and we want to see if we can have that confirmation before we take our buys to the upside. Already, those who use candle confirmations, you can use this as your candle confirmation. I see this candle here as a very good confirmation. Those who use candle confirmations, you can tell us this what kind of candle confirmation is this. So the price came into this area, and I want to see if we can find a very good change of character inside a lower time frame before we look for our buys to the upside. So in the lower time frame, I would like to use the 1 hour time frame, because in the 4 hour time frame, not a very clear change of character. But if I come into the 1 hour time frame, I have a very good change of character to the upside. So we had our last price moving. Let me delete this for clarity. So we had the market moving to the downside, a very good downtrend from this high. And then when the price had the last break of structure, the downside, the price formed a very good pattern that I want to always see when the market wants to have a good change of character. So this is a break of structure to the downside, because we had this pullback. The market came up to this high and then moved down again, and then moved up before going down to break this structure to the downside. So when the price was coming up, I wanted to see what the price will do once it comes to this supply level. That is point number one. So if price reacts from that supply level, I'll know that this supply level is very, very strong. And once this high has been taken out, I'll be having a very good confirmation of a change of character. So the market came into that supply level. We had this good reaction. The price failed to clear the high. We had these pullbacks here, and then the market came back again, tested that supply level, and then we had this reaction. So later on, the price came up, and you can see clearly the supply level has been violated. So we already have our change of character to the upside. So let me mark it very clearly for you guys to see. So let me adjust it. I think that is very, very clear. So let me use a line so that you can see the change of character to the upside. So you can see clearly that there is a candle closing to the upside. So we already have our change of character. Now I want to see the price coming down after the change of character to take the minor inducements, the pullback that was formed before the price cleared the external liquidity. So right now we have some liquidities down here. We have this low, and then we have this low. The price formed something like a double bottom, an equal lows liquidity. So that is very, very important for price. So I anticipate that the price will be coming back down, take these lows as liquidity, and then move to the upside, to the external liquidity of the daily time frame. So currently right now, I want to see price coming. We have this fair value gap down here. We have this fair value gap down there. The price might come down, take out this equal lows liquidity, tap into this area, fill this fair value gap, then we have a move to the upside. So what I'll do, I'll be marking that area, the starting point of that fair value gap, this low, and then when the price comes into that area, I want to have my confirmation before I take any trade to the upside. So I want to see price coming into this area, and if I have that confirmation that I want to see, I'll take my buys from that area to the upside. So my general view on BTCUSD, I'm looking for buying opportunities to the upside. So on the 4 hour time frame, that is my view. And then now I'll be targeting 1:3 as my first take profit. And then my full take profit will be on the external liquidity. I expect price to be moving to that high to clear that high's external liquidity. So that is my view on BTC USD. Let me know what you think on the comment section. What is your analysis? What do you anticipate for BTC USD? So I also have gold. Gold is my last pair for today. Also have gold. So on our last analysis, guys, I told you that gold is very, very bullish, and I told you after price cleared this liquidity down here, has reacted from a very good fair value gap. You can see how important fair value gaps are. So this was the fair value gap from the third candle and this from the first candle and the third candle. That is our fair value gap. Price came into that fair value gap, and you can see when the price is getting some liquidities, the price must come into that the area where the orders were not filled, which means it is the imbalance, the fair value gap. So the market cleared the liquidities, came down into this fair value gap, reacted perfectly, left behind a very big wick, and that confirmed that the price is very, very reacting very well from that fair value gap. So as the week opened, we had this move to the upside from Monday to Friday. Gold was bullish. So, and I was telling you guys that we are supposed to be looking for more buying opportunities to the upside. So, and currently right now, if I come into the daily time frame, we also have a fair value gap at around this area here, but I don't anticipate price to come back to fill that fair value gap because on gold right now, currently we have a very good buying pressure to the upside. So we have momentum to the upside, and I think the price will be pushing even more higher to the upside. So currently, right now on gold, I want to look for my buying opportunities, and I want to see the reactions, what the market will be doing, and if the price will want to come and fill this fair value gap. I want to see price coming to fill uh, the orders that were left behind. We have this demand level down here. So I want to see what the price will be doing. That is if price is willing to come into this area. But currently right now on the 4-hour time frame, I want to focus on this fair value gap here. Want to focus on what is happening here. I want to see what the price will be doing here. This is a fair value gap from the 4-hour time frame. So this is my point of interest as for now, and I want to see if I will look. I will see a liquidity that is above this fair value gap. So if I drop into the 1-hour time frame, so I want to see if I will look. I will see a liquidity. So currently here on the 1-hour time frame, I see a very good liquidity below, just above that fair value gap. This is our fair value gap from the 4-hour time frame. So the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that there is this pullback. So the fair value gap from the 4-hour time frame was formed when this pullback happened and this moved to the upside. So on gold, I want to see the price coming down, take out this lows liquidity and fill in this fair value gap before I take my buys to the upside. Because on gold we are very, very bullish, and what price likes to do is to come down and fill some fair value gaps before moving even higher. And you can see what happened here also. Price was moving to the upside. On the 4-hour time frame, this was the fair value gap that was left behind. Price came down, fill that fair value gap, and I'm sure there is some liquidity that was formed in the lower time frame. So if I take this and come into the 15 minutes time frame, I'm sure we will see some liquidity. So this was the fair value gap, and you can see clearly there was some liquidity that was being built around this area. So we have all these lows down here taken as liquidity. And also we also have these lows here. All these lows were used as liquidity. So you can see clearly the market cleared this liquidity, and this liquidity cleared also the filled the fair value gap before having the reaction to the upside. So that is the exact thing that I want to see gold doing. We have the 4 hour or the 4 hour fair value gap here, and I want to see some liquidity just above that fair value gap before the market comes into that area, and then after sweeping the liquidities, we have a reaction to the upside. So on gold, if I come into the 15 minutes time frame, that is what I anticipate to see, and I will be having my buys around this area here, the upside. So if I go into another time frame, let's see if we can have a very good point of interest. From the 30 minutes time frame, I don't have a very good point of interest, and then from the 1 hour time frame, every order block is mitigated. So let me drop to the 5 minutes time frame. So in the 5 minutes time frame, I also don't see any point of interest, but generally let's watch out to see what the price will be doing. But I anticipate this low will be taken out, price to come down and fill this fair value gap, and then we look for buying opportunities to the upside. So my view on gold, I want to take my buying opportunities once this fair value gap is filled, and then we'll be looking for our entries to the upside. So for those who are in my Telegram channel, I'll be updating you guys on what gold will be doing, and we'll be looking for our setups to the upside. So currently right now on gold, just look for buys. Let's be looking for those buys to the upside because gold is very, very bullish. So we'll be looking for our buying opportunities to the upside. So that is my view on our analysis today. So thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, share, comment down below anything you want me to talk about. And then for those who have their own analysis, if you have done your own analysis throughout this weekend, don't forget to share your thoughts on what you think about the pairs that I have analyzed for you guys. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss on any information that I give you guys.